Hello everyone, we're back with more Tactics Thursday and of course the Hearts of Iron 3 campaign. So, let's get on to political map mode quickly. As you can see, Africa's pretty much dealt with. We've got Liberia down there we don't need to worry about. We can see Italy's taken care of. Greece, are the Russians taking Greece? What? That's a bit off. What's going on there? What's our relationships with Greece? Okay. So, got to keep an eye on that. If they take Greece, that's going to give us a problem. Now, obviously, there's all this to worry about, as that's Germany's occupation. Anyway, so pretty much most of the focus has come out of this area and is now being focused on the Philippines and the Pacific. So as you can see here, this is the invasion of Vietnam, by which we are using it to go up the edge here and then out either side and eventually get Hong Kong back, which would be rather nice. So, as you can also see here, forces being built up, pretty much no forces left in there. All our forces are in here at the moment, and we're sorting everything out. So, the other issue that we had was our lack of sea power. Now, you can see here the battleships are all now repaired. Transport's looking okay. Need a bit of work. The battleship fleet we know about. Now, if I remember rightly, there should be, there we go. So there's the Second Navy with Spruance. And you can see there that they are, like, you know, a combination of destroyers and light cruisers in there. Now, over here, being repaired on the US coast, is the Pacific Transport Fleet and the US Pacific Task Force. Now, these guys have all got a lot better situation. They've got all their CAGs back now. The only thing is that I need to deal with that. So it could be a positioning issue. We'll wait and see. But more to the point, they've all got their CAGs back and we're waiting for all that to be dealt with. And then we can send those in. And then we'll have 2 carrier fleets pushing in towards this area. So that means production-wise, you can see we've got more carriers coming. And quite a few submarine divisions, but I want infantry. So that's the infantry as it's set up at the moment. Now, my concern is, let's see, can we put in more infantry? How many more can we put? Okay, so we can only put 4 in as a total, so let's see. See, 36 months to build those guys. So let's have a look here. So 10 divisions, roughly 100,000 men. See, now I'm just... got to switch that off. Very annoying. I'm actually thinking... I'm going to need 20 divisions. I want at least 200,000 men in addition to the men that I've already got. Now, the only drawback is... Alright, yeah, so produce them. Now, as you can see, lots of fellas. And... we want... some arty, I believe. So let's have a look. There's airborne. They would be helpful. Yeah, I'll just leave it as infantry for the time being. So, what I'll do is I'll get all these guys in. Up to the top. There we go. So they should all be in up top. And we should see how that goes now. These guys here. See, 0 transport. Yeah, I need to build some convoys. Now, is that, yeah. So let's put them up top as well. I'm not going to need the submarine division. I've got to cancel them. Sorry, fellas. I won't really need you. As many of you anyway. Let's keep it at 3 divisions. And then obviously you can see the convoys, so we can hopefully get some of these convoys there. So, let's see. Okay, so there's... No, we need to keep supplies there. Reinforcement needs to go down. That needs to go there. Consumer goods there. And let's put that up there. Okay. So, that's what we're looking at here. Now, the trouble is these units are in poor supply. Now, I was supposed to reorganise all of this, but I didn't get a chance to. Not enough hours in the day available. So, let us sort out the Asia Pacific HQ, which is this fellow here, with Field Marshal in. So he's got the 4th Army Group. Now, under the 4th Army Group, you can see here we have the 4th Army, the 6th Army, and the 7th Army. Now, the 4th Army is full. Cannot put anything more in there. So, if we look here, there's the 4th Army kind of spread out. Now, the trouble is I kind of really want the 4th Army to be going in one direction. So, let's have a look at these guys. Who are they reporting to? So, they're in the 3rd Corps. And that's that lot. So, what I'm thinking is they need to come out of the 4th Army. So, here is the... yeah, they want to come out of the 4th Army as well. Or 4th, yeah. So that one will stay in as the 4th Army. And there we go. So the, see, there's that one. And these guys here. And these guys... here. So there's that, the 10th Corps. Let's take them out of the 4th Army. So, what have we got here? We have got the 3rd Army. Who's in the 3rd Army? Nobody. Let's get that DI down to there. And let's get the 10th Corps in the 3rd Army. And let's get the 3rd Corps in the 3rd Army. That's right, yes it is. So now, as you can see, the 3rd Army has 2 corps in it. So we've got that corps and that corps, which is kind of what we're after. Now, are they full? I think they might be. So the question is, what corps do we have here? 16th Corps, nobody there, good. So he can go in the 16th Corps. And he is in one. So, let's see. Looking for one that's not in there. Okay, so the 16th Corps is on his way over there now. So, as you can see here, the 3rd Army is going to be pushing this section. And the 4th Army is going to be pushing that section. So, if we move back to here... So we've got the 4th Army. Ah, that's a point. The 3rd Army. There we go. So the 3rd Army needs to be attached to the 4th Army group. So there's the 4th Army group. See? 3rd Army, 7th Army, 6th Army, 4th Army. So that's good. Now, so if we organise this, so there's the 4th Army is not full. Or is it? Let's have a look. So there's the 4th Army there. And the 19th, so the 6th Corps is full, and the 14th Corps is full, and the 15th Corps is not. So let's find the 15th Corps. And who does he have underneath him? Nobody. Who are these guys under? Okay. So there's the 4th Army. So he's got multiple divisions underneath him, which is wrong. It should be... Oh, no, sorry, the 6th Corps. So there's the 6th Corps, and the 4th Army is down here. So we need to get the 4th Army up a bit further now. So looking under the 4th Army, you have the 15th Corps. Also needs to get up there. And are these guys in anything? Okay, so these guys can go into the 15th. Whoops, is that right? Oh, no, that's the... Let's see, the 16th Corps can go into the 4th Army. Let's check. Okay, so... 4th Army, let's see how full they are. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think we may not be able to get any more in there. Let's see. So there's the 3rd Army. They're moving over there. And what we'll do is we'll move the Pacific HQ to that place where there's a port. Okay. Got these guys here who are doing the transport thing. They're moving the Marines back. Let's move them there. Let's rebase them there, I think. Okay, so... Oh, looks like we've already got an attack. What? Oh, these guys are moving down. As you can see, they're all moving down pretty quickly. So very soon we'll just steamroll that lot and deal with that. So I'm not really massively worried about that. And, okay. Hairy planes. Oh no, that's not good. That's tactical bombers. Fighter wings. Ah, they're over there. So they're dealing with that. And as you can see, we don't have a very good thing there at the moment. And let's support the attack. There we go. So we got these guys in as reinforcements. So that's okay. And who else is in there? Yeah. Those guys can also support the attack. So there you go, they're in as reinforcements if we needed. So there we go, that's a little bit better. Okay, so let's just pause that. 3rd Armoured Division, San Jose. Now, Asia Pacific HQ. Now, what we need to do is just leave that for the time being. I won't sort out the edit theatre crap. So, okay, so there's the 4th Army Group. And there's the 4th Army. Complete with corps who are virtually full. Okay, so the 15th Corps is not. So this guy we'll put in the 15th. This guy in the 15th. Oh, crap. Didn't want to. That was the 19th. Yep. Into the 15th. Any more? Yep. Into the 15th. Where is it? Here we go. So, in theory now, the 4th Army and the 15th Corps should have one more to go in there, I think. Let's have a look. Let's put him in there. Here we go. So the 15th Corps has those 4 divisions of tanks in it, which is good. Now the 4th Army should have in the 16th Corps that guy and that guy, which we want out. He should be in a different corps. Okay. So, let us pause and have a look at supply. See, as you can see, there's the supply route there. Okay, so what I need to do is put that guy as priority for upgrades. Upgrades and reinforcements. Okay. Okay, so let's have a look. San Francisco to Cameron. Okay, so okay. So I'm just looking at the port information. See, there's 208, 208 ships. Okay. Okay. Now, obviously, if I can get that kind of guy, that will help me as well with the supply situation. So, let's have a look. Okay, so what we're going to do is check on that. That's still progressing. And let's have a look. Asia Pacific. So, the 16th Corps has only 1 in it. We need to get him up there. The 15th Corps. He's moving. The 14th Corps should be moving. And the 6th Corps is already there. So those guys are all moving, pardon me, up there. And that should be okay. And so we'll leave those there. Now, the 3rd Army, which is this bunch of fine fellows down here, we have the 10th Corps in there. And so you can see the 10th Corps is pretty full there. Now, if we look here, the 18th Corps, where are these fellows? Ah, okay. So if we look at the 19th, 19th Corps, and then what we'll do is we'll attach them to the 3rd Army and move them down there. So that means these guys can move here, and these guys can move there. Okay. So, Let's leave those there. See if they can get any kind of supply. You know what? I'm thinking. Nope, won't be able to move. Okay, so so the 4th Army Group, the 3rd Army is on its way down, obviously, to Saigon. Down here. So, let's see. So he's got the 19th, the 10th Corps, which is full. And, whoops, sorry. And the 3rd Corps, which is also full. And he's now got the 19th Corps, which is nearly full. So what we need to do is find a few guys here. No, they're moving. Who are they with? They're in the 3rd Army. Yeah, they're all pretty much HQs after that. So, let's see who has not got a commander. These guys haven't. So, if I'm right in thinking, the 4th Army is in the process. Yep. So there's a 16th. Yep. Okay. So we need another corps here that is not moving. The 4th Corps. There we go. So we'll take the 4th Corps, and then we'll take these guys and assign them to the 4th. As many of those as we can. Okay. Now, if I'm right in thinking I won't be able to add the last guy. Oh no, I will. I stand corrected. So, the 4th Corps now consists of those fine fellows. And, if I'm right in thinking, the 4th Corps now comes under the 4th Army. So, if we go back into here, where's the 4th Corps? Where are you, Corpsman? There. Add to the 4th Army. There we go. So now, all of those guys are moving in that general direction. These guys are assigned to the 15th. These guys are not assigned to anything. Are these guys assigned to anything? No, they're not. So we need another corps. Okay. 2 corps. Now, this guy is cavalry and shouldn't actually be here. So we will attach him to Asia Pacific, as he's no use to anyone. So, what else have we got here? Okay. These guys, do these have any commanders? No, they don't. So we need another corps for those guys. So the 2nd Army Corps. Okay. So, as you can see, these guys here, I want to add to the 2nd Corps. Okay. Whoopsie. So we're putting these guys into the 2nd Corps. So those guys are all in the 2nd Corps. Now, are these guys in the 2nd Corps? No, but they could do with Okay, let's put him. Oh no, the second corps is full. Okay, so we go to there, second corps, assign them to the... Okay, let's have a look, because that means then that the 4th Army is full. And what other armies do I have? So the 3rd Army, the 4th Army, and the 6th. There we go. So the 4th and the 6th Army. So we'll send the 6th Army up there. And then we will add 2 corps to the 6th. Okay, so that's looking better. And so you can see there's the 6th Army with 2 corps in there. Now, these guys, do these guys have any kind of arrangement? No, they don't. Let's see. What corps do we have? 14th. 2nd Army Corps. 2nd Corps. Pretty sure, yeah. 2nd Corps, part of the 6th Army, will be moving up. So, let's have a look. I'm guessing it's that so-and-so Army Corps. Yep, there we go. So, let's put these guys into the 2nd Army Corps. So, there we go, the 2nd Army Corps. Now, who has got a attachment? Who has got a bloody attack? Where's he? Ah, that's why. So, 2nd Army Corps. We need one more to go in there, I think. Any more in here? Yep, we'll have you. Okay. So, the 2nd Army Corps now will be attached to the 6th Army, because the 6th Army is now going up that way. So these guys will also move up there. So let's just take this organisational thing off a bit and just wait for them to move into position. So there's a nice bunch of fellows there, as you can see. Is he... Who's he? What? Hang on, hang on. So he's got the 10th Corps and the 3rd Corps. And 2 of these guys here, will move to there. Yeah. So they're moving. I don't want them involved. I want to keep them under the proper command authority here. Now, the rest of the guys... Let's have a look. These are... Oh, that guy is not in a flipping thing. Right, let's check our corps. Okay. So we've got the 4th Army and the 6th Army. So there's the 4th, there's the 6th. Now, how many has the 6th got? And it's only got 2 corps, which is okay. Let's have a look. Yep, they're in there. So, the 6th Army, with 2 corps, they're moving up. What corps are in there, for God's sake? Ugh. The 6th Army with 2 corps, which is full, and 2 Army Corps. So I'm thinking that these guys here, no, they're in the 14th. How many have we got in the 14th? Oh, the 14th is full. So these guys we'll have to create a new corps, the 20th. And then what we'll do is, let's have a look. The 20th corps, whoops, which we will move to here, will work with the 6th Army. So there you go, we've now got 3 corps there. Now my concern is that there's still a corps in here. Ah, okay. There's still a corps in here. There. Which out of these still has a link? There we go. Okay, don't understand why that's showing up, but anyway. So let's just unpause that and move on. So now, hopefully, we can improve the supply situation, because we can't move anybody diddly squat at the moment. These guys are getting supplied, which is okay. Let's put it back into political map mode. And let's see. Let's see, this is the Cougars division. And in the 3rd Army, the 19th. Yep, they can go in the 19th. Hello. The 19th, who should be now moving down to there. Which indeed they are. Which is needless to say. Wonderful, wonderful news. These fellows are all part of the 2nd Army Corps, which is good. As you can see, the supply situation is okay. Who is that? The 6th Army. Okay. Take them all out of that. Oh, medium tank armor advance we like. I think I just lost a bloody convoy again. God damn it. So, what I need to do is check to see how these guys are getting on. They're all right. And check to see how the repairs here are getting on. Oh, Nelly, yes. So what I need to do is get the transport from here. Stop sinking my crap. Over to here. Just check to make sure that... Oh, idiot. So. We are... Mountain brigades. Okay, right. So, pause. Let's go and say hello to the fellows in Italy. Because these guys are starting to get on my nerves now. Okay, so these guys are all supplying that lot. Let's move them down to Roma. And these guys down to Rome as well. So, hopefully, these guys will now, there we go, they'll now attack those troops. These guys will move in to hold that fort. Thank you, get stuffed, you numpties. And what I'll do actually is, those guys are going there. I'll put these guys here to make sure they don't try and sneak up. And those guys are going all the way down there, so we'll put them there. Okay, so that's dealing with that issue. Let us return to Vietnam. As you can see, the supply situation is starting to improve. These guys can take that area. These guys are starting to beat this war of attrition, as you can see. Starting to break them. Should all be HQs here, which is what we're after. And these fellows here will also now do an attack. There we go. So they're now in trouble. Let us move those two guys into there. Okay, so that's looking better. And then what we'll do is we'll use these guys to capture that area as well. Now, let us see how things go. Right, so these guys are looking good. And let's move them up here. These guys are not in a position to move. These guys, on the other hand, are. And those guys are as well. And this lovely bunch of fellows also. So, what we're going to do is, once we can, we'll move into Quang Ngai, and then I'll move the HQs all up there. Now, how many of those HQs? The rest are moving out. So, the 20th Corps. Who's got the best skill? Oh, God. There we go. What? Oh. Okay, have that. Yeah, there we go. We're just beating those out of them. So, you can see there, the organisational level is at 0, so I cannot move those guys at all. What I might do is use these guys to move up there and into there. Now, the advantage of that means that what I can do is I can then bypass these guys who are in low supply and deal with that issue. Now, there's the 4th Army Group. Seventh Army, 9th Marine Corps. We'll put the, leave it there. And the 7th Army, we'll move there. So we're moving all of those guys in there to make sure their supply levels stay good. Now, this guy here will move into there. These guys, will move into there. These guys are low on supply, so we'll leave them be. Yeah, he's low on supply as well. So the thing is, it's not exactly what you call fast. This is slow, managed warfare here. It's getting everybody into position, getting everybody ready to go, putting all your forces into the right positions, and getting attacked. Where's this occurring? Oh, there it is. So, yeah, 1%. I think not. Yeah, why even bother? Anyway, so let's go back to here, because they're all okay. So let's send them down also to La Philippines, rebase. And we shall also send the transports with as many of these guys as we can get in. So let's get rid of the mountain troops for time being. Come on. Okay. Ah, there we go. And then we'll send the Pacific Transport Fleet to transport these fellows here. So we'll send them in there. So that will transport some more forces in there. And then we'll send them back after they've done that to move in and transport the remaining troops from that East Coast area. Now, which reminds me, there should be San Diego, which I think is up here, isn't it? Let's have a look. I can never remember where bloody San Diego is. Is it here? So, there we go. There's some cavalry and a few armour. So, we'll move them in there. And so CNC West by Eisenhower. Those guys can move in there. These guys can move in there. So there's no real really except for CNC West Eisenhower. And he's got, yeah, basically all that lot. So we shall wait and see. See, I'm wondering. Let's see. No, he's good. See, it's just Marshall there, so he's alright. Okay, so let's see. Low on supplies, damn it. Okay, so let us. Who are they? Are they? Don't know. Move to there and move in there. Cut that down the middle. Cut that in the middle and take that bit. Now, my concern is I want to get the supplies there. So as you can see, there's a lot of marine. Oh, I wonder actually what I could do. Yeah, that would be an idea. So we've won that battle there. What we could do is we could have these guys here move and then put all the Marines into the transport and invade. Here we go. So that's us kind of just jumping past them. Now, obviously, we could do that with other ports up here and places like that. This is a. See, that's a good base. That's a really good base. I could do with taking that. And what have we got here? Good. Do we have that base? Oh, we can operate there. Okay. So we'll have to wait and see. So these guys are doing their thing, protecting that area. We've got nobody really in the Philippines. We don't have to worry about that for the time being. You've got the forces here. You've got the transport ship somewhere. There we go. There's the transporter. And that's on its way as well. So, yeah. You can see now the forces are all starting to... Everything is proceeding exactly as I have foreseen. So let's have a look down here. What we got down here? San Diego Army and Navy. Okay. And then these guys here. You know what? Those guys are of no use to anyone whatsoever. Let's get them up there. And remove them from their strategic redeployment. Or detach them from their organisations. Right, now, so. San Diego. Okay. So, there we go. There's San Diego. Okay. So, we'll leave those off to proceed according to plan. And here we go. The invasion of Quang Nagai is occurring now. Let us send one section of infantry and armour that way. And then the remaining ones that way. and then that does a sort of Y, and it cuts off that area of support. We can't cut off that one, obviously, but it will do for the time being. He's moving up to there. They're all staying in relatively good supply. Part of the issue is the low infrastructure on certain areas, because we're in the jungle, see here, so supply is always going to be problematical in the jungle areas. But as I pause for dramatic effect, hurrah, there's not really much I can do in that respect. So you see these guys are suffering from issues relating to that. Now, let's see. I might put these guys, yeah, under, there you go, Pacific Army HQ, Pacific Army HQ, Asia Pacific. So at least now they can get better supply than they would have done under normal circumstances. So anyway, that's it for today, boys and girls. I hope you've enjoyed thus far. It hasn't really been a massive battle session, but it's been kind of organising the troops and building up the resources and everything associated with that. So I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you again next week where you can see the outcome of this invasion. See you later, guys. Take care.